Okay, hi everyone. It's Stephanie from Lumeria Star, and today I thought I'd do a different approach. I'll do like a face-on walk through an exploration of a deck that is new to me, which is the Queer Tarot, and this is by Ashley Malesso and Chess Needman. So this is an inclusive deck and guidebook. So I did pick this up on Amazon. I haven't looked at it yet, but my hopes is that this deck might be the deck I'm looking for, that's really inclusive and a deck I can use for a wide variety and wide range of clients. And I know a lot of people in the tarot community really love the This Might Hurt tarot, and in theory I wanted to love that. I never used it, but I do love the inclusivity and diversity of the deck, but I've realized that like the art style just like doesn't really do it for me. I think it's that very like comic book style, cartoony style. So like it just, as much as I wanted to love the deck, I just know I'm not drawn to the artwork. So I saw some previews of the artwork with this, and I feel like this jives more with my personality. So I'm hoping that this is a deck that I'm going to really enjoy, and it's something I can use with all clients, especially with like when I do in-person events and things like that. It's nice to have a deck that just is inclusive to everyone. So let's take a look. This does have a really nice magnetic closure, and I'm going to read the back of the deck. So it says here, an inclusive tarot for the queer community and those who love them. Tarot is more than divination. It's a powerful tool for self-discovery and self-love. In Queer Tarot, authors and artists Ash and Chess have created an inclusive, joyful interpretation of the cards to help you on your own journey. This deck was made with all queers in mind, all identities, body types, races, ethnicities, abilities, and sexualities, and features dozens of real queer folk to help inspire you. With beautiful risographed art that highlights LGBTQ+ symbols and stories, queer interpretations of the classic cards, and questions to consider during your readings, this deck will become an empowering and affirming part of your magical practice. So this is a full 78 card deck, and it comes with a 176-page full color guidebook with spreads and also magnetic closure keepsake box. And already this box is really lovely. It's got that like smooth matte finish. Like I can definitely see me keeping this box. I also really like how this seems to be, just from first impressions before even digging into the cards, it seems to be a very Rider-Waite Smith clone type deck, and we'll take a look at the images together, which is very similar to what I view as the This Might Hurt. So I'm really hoping this will be my version of This Might Hurt. So this is the inside of the box, really fun and funky, and already I think it's the bright colors that do it for me, that I wasn't really getting from the This Might Hurt deck. All right, so we have our book that I took out, so we'll take a look at that later. And then there's actually an inner box in the box. It's like a tough box. And then the inside of the box just kind of has that tray. So this is a really nice like keepsake box that you can put on your shelf. But I like how it has a separate box, so this will be easy for me to transport when I'm reading in person or at events and things like that. So let's take a look together. I'm very excited. This is like the first mass market deck in a really long time that I've been excited to explore. So let's take a look. I'm gonna take a sip of my lemon water. Okay. And I love how like, it's just so many bright colors. It seems like this deck has a lot of pinks and purples, and those are some of my favorite colors. So I'm pretty excited about that. And this looks like, this has plastic, and I don't have my scissors ready, but luckily I'm able to dig into this pretty quickly. Okay, let's put that over here. All right, so these are the really pretty backs, and they are reversible, as you can see. It's a pretty chunky deck. I wish I had another deck to compare it to, but I don't have one right here. And the cardstock is like a nice silky, kind of silky matte, I guess you could say. All right, so we're just gonna like take a look at the cards, and already I'm really loving this art style and the color palette. That's really doing it for me. So we've got our Fool, the Magician. Now, a reason why I'm so excited about this deck, as I said, is I'm really looking for a deck that is very Rider-Waite-Smith based, because that's how I read. That's my reading system of choice. So especially when I'm reading professionally or at events, I want a deck I can read really quickly, as opposed to, you know, a different kind of deck with its own system that I kind of have to sit with a little bit. Those are totally fine for me, but not so much in person. So the best in-person decks for me are very Rider-Waite-Smith based. The fact that the colors are beautiful and vibrant, it also gives me like a weird like 70s vibe. I don't know if that's what was intended, but I love that. So on top of that, it's so inclusive. So we see different races, skin tones, body types. So not only do I think this would be a great deck for just a variety of clients, but also I think I want to use this deck for body positivity and body acceptance work. Like, look at this Chariot, like amazing. Oh, I love this Strength card with a rainbow. And already I'm seeing a ton of diversity. And these hot pink cards are like totally giving me life. I love pink. Got the Hanged Man. Oh, I really like this Death card. So you can see that it's very RWS based, but it's got this like funky, both modern take, but also I'm getting like a vintagey take too, like a 70s. And I don't know if that was the intent, but that's just the vibe I'm getting with the color palette. Oh, I love this Temperance. Look at this dress. Love that. The Devil. This artwork is so good. This is the deck. I can already tell this is a deck I'm going to use instead of This Might Hurt, because I kept thinking like, man, I really need that deck in my collection. It's just so diverse. It's so great for any type of client. But personally, I'm not drawn to that artwork. And I think this one's gonna be it for me. That one's gonna fill that slot that I've been wanting to fill. Got the sun here with like a unicorn, so bright and colorful. Judgment. And the World. Again, we've got like a, you know, fuller, you know, thicker body here. So I really like that for the World. All right, so now we're gonna go into our minors. So we are in the Wands, and as you can see, we're still very closely aligned with Rider-Waite-Smith, which I really enjoy. Really vibrant colors, like some neons and fluorescence. It actually kind of matches my sweater today. My sweater is basically like neon, like 80s. It's kind of like an 80s throwback, like knit sweater. Got our Five of Wands. Nine. Really loving these bright pinks. All right, so now we've got our quartz. So we've got our Page, Knight. Is that a unicorn? No, it's just a purple horse. We don't have a unicorn there. Queen of Wands. Love that. And King of Wands. So it seems like we've got some like kind of like gender fluid, maybe some non-binary folks in here too, which is fantastic. I love having a deck with just such a diverse group of people. Now we're in our cup suits, which is my favorite suit. Love this. Our 2, we've got like a cat there. 3. 4. Lots of rainbows in here too. I mean, obviously, I guess that makes sense, you know, being called the queer tarot, but I'm here for the rainbows. Look how colorful and fun this 7 of Cups is. And even our 8 of Cups, we're walking away, but we're walking towards the rainbow. So better times ahead. 9. And 10 of Cups. And then we've got our Page, and we've got that, you know, the traditional fish in the cup. Our Knight. Oh, does our Queen here, I think our Queen here has some like, I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me put these cards down for a second. It looks like she's like hooked up to like some kind of like medical device. Do you see that right here and here? It's really subtle, but that's there. I want to like check with the guidebook and see what that says. King of Cups, lots of beautiful, larger bodies. Ace of Swords. Our 2 of Swords, and I love how there's rainbows on each side, but then, you know, in the middle where we're kind of feeling that indecisiveness, there's this like black, this darkness, like we're not sure yet. We're kind of sorting through our thoughts. We've got a very traditional 3 of Swords. Or 4. A lot of these outfits, I guess, are giving me that retro vibe. We've got these like flowers and these like platform boots. 6. 7. Oops. 8. 9, and we can see here too the swords are like rainbow colored too. 10, still a rainbow even when things are tough. Our Page. Knight. Queen. King. And then our Pentacles suit. So you can see very, very Rider-Waite-Smith based. So if that's the system you learned off of, this is going to be a really easy deck to pick up. I apologize if you hear my dog. She is barking right now. Okay, so this 9 of Pentacles is awesome. Look how beautiful that landscape is. Just all these flowers and cactus. It's like she's in a botanical garden. I love this. I hope you guys can see. That might be my favorite card in the deck. 10. page. Knight, the green horse. This Queen of Pentacles is also gorgeous. You see all this like flower detail on the cards. Look at that. And our King of Pentacles, so beautiful. So this artwork is stunning. I'm really excited. So we're gonna give that a shuffle, but before we do that, we're gonna take a look at the guidebook. So it's one of those like flexi bound books. So the Queer Tarot Guidebook. So let's see. Oh, look how cute the inside papers are. I love this art style. What did they say it was? Risographed? I don't know what that means. So anyone who is an artist or art person, if you know what that means, comment below, because I do not know what that means, but I'm loving it. Okay, so we've got an introduction here. Queerness and Tarot. The artwork. So how to handle shuffling the cards, choosing a spread. So we've got a couple different spreads in here. So we have a spectrum spread. Uses. Oh, I love this. So for queer identity, coming out, exploration of self, sexuality, gender, or generally all things queer. Awesome. They have an identity spread. Uses for when you're feeling stuck, when you lose sight of yourself, when you don't know who you are, or coming out. Chessie's good mood spread. So I guess Chess is one of the creators. It says here, use when you're feeling doubtful of yourself or unconfident. New relationship spread, use for exploring dynamics in any relationship, next steps, connection to people, entering a new relationship. Oh, there's quite a bit here. Ashes new perspective spread, uses for new perspective, clarity, feeling at a standstill and decision making. And there's two more. There's a desire spread, which is for facing roadblocks, feeling unproductive, next steps for reaching a goal, coming to terms with loss. And a goals spread. So that is for goal setting, achievement, self-growth, habit making or breaking. So that's amazing. We go a little bit breaking down the information into major and minor arcana, the different suits, and the card meaning. So we go into the major arcana. Just look how pretty this book is. Full color. Okay, so it looks like for each card, this is how it looks in the book. We start with a Fool. It comes with a few keywords. It comes with basically like the write-up of what the card means. There's a reversal meaning. There's things to consider. And then, oh, the models. So it looks like, so for the Fool, it says here, the model is Alette. They go by they, she, and Lana is the dog. So I guess these are all based off of real people, which is pretty cool. So we go through the majors. Let's see if the minors, it looks like the minors have the same amount of information, which is lovely. So you can see here with like the Ace and the Two of Wands, it's pretty much the same amount of information. You get a reversal, you get things to consider, you get the keywords, and if the model is based off of someone in real life, it'll give you their name and their pronouns, which is awesome. Okay, so we go through the whole deck. And then, okay, in the back, we also have model, what does it say here? Model credits and card art descriptions, which is great. All art descriptions reflect the pronouns of the models who were kind enough to participate in this project. Yeah, so for example, going back to the Fool, it says here, the model Alette, they, she, she's from Texas. It's got her like Instagram handle. And it says here, a person stands unaware at the edge of a cliff. They hold a knapsack slung over her shoulder and a flower in their hand. A small dog bounces at her feet. So it basically shares a description of what is in the card visually. And then we go into our acknowledgements and resources. So I think this is going to be a really great deck. I'm so excited about this. let's give this a shuffle and let's pull some cards. Let's see what message comes through for us. I think what I'm going to do is I'll pull one card and I'll actually just read from the guidebook just so we get a little flavor and a little preview of like how the guidebook is written. So if you are watching this, it doesn't matter when you're watching it, consider this a message from the universe to you. And as always, just like take what resonates and leave the rest. So let me just focus here. Oops. So this card popped out, so we're going to go with that. So we've got our Knight of Wands with our purple horse. So let's read from the guidebook and see what the Knight of Wands is here to share with us. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm going to hold it up while I read. So Knight of Wands, the keywords in this guidebook are intensity, brilliance, and fire. You are ready to dive into a new endeavor in your life, be it a creative project, career, love, or anything else. The Knight of Wands symbolizes intensity and speed, meaning that amazing ideas can swiftly change your path. The Knight knows how to harness their fire within. It's time to use this energy to keep going and push through. You have the unique ability to take your idea, manifest it, and turn it into something. Others may perceive you as confident and charismatic, which helps to fuel your passions. This confidence moves you to act without fear of failure. So just so you know, I'm just going to read the reverse meaning, so this might be relevant to you too. So again, take which part resonates. The reverse meaning in the book, it says, this energy, when unhinged, can lead to impulsivity and poor planning. This might make you feel as if you don't know where to direct your energy. Slow down and get in touch with your intuition. If you are lacking the spark the Knight of Wands brings, it might be time to explore something new to fuel your passion. So you're either like feeling passionate and fiery and ready to go, or you might be feeling, a little lack of that spark and you know that you want it back. So if you want it back, this might be the time to explore those things that really get like that fire and that inner spark and, that passion back into your life. Like think back to times where you had that and how can we cultivate more of that? So it says things to consider. Try channeling the Knight of Wands energy in your own life if you are feeling stuck at the beginning of something new. Write a list of what might be preventing you from seeing what is keeping you where you are. If you identify with the Knight of Wands, don't let your pride and ego get in the way when it comes to collaboration. And then, so that's basically the message from the Knight of Wands. And then the model, their name is Tony Rowe, and her pronouns are she and her. So I love that write-up. So this is the main message from this deck today for all of you. It's either like, kind of go with that like creative, fiery energy that you have and go forth, like something, you might be on the verge of something really exciting and just kind of like go forth with it. Or you might be feeling kind of dull, kind of stuck, and you want that spark back. So now is the time to kind of explore how you can cultivate that. So again, take what resonates, take which part feels like it makes sense for you right now. And let's pull some clarity on that. So I'm just going to shuffle. So how can we do that? I'll ask. So how can we cultivate some of that Knight of Wands energy? So this popped out. This is our Page of Swords. So this is all about those new ideas. Like now is the time to get some clarity. So either whatever, creative or passion project you're thinking about, you might need to start thinking of some new ways or new ideas to move forward with it. Or if you're kind of feeling stuck, now might be the time to start brainstorming. Like, what does it feel like when I'm really excited and really engaged in something? And do I need to start, coming up with new ways or new ideas how to get that idea or get that feeling back? Just curious what the guidebook says. So Page of Swords. Yeah, so the keywords here, curious, idealistic, and enthusiastic. So I think right now it's just the time to really get curious about some new ways to cultivate that passion and fiery energy back into your life. Either you're like rearing and ready to go, or like, you know, it's been missing, and like, how can we figure out ways to bring it back? So your homework from this video is to figure out and get curious how to cultivate that. And let's get one more card for how we can support bringing in that fiery energy that we're all really craving right now. So we've got all court cards. So we've got our King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles knows what he wants and he goes after it. And, you know, there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There are no like boundaries. The King of Pentacles really symbolizes that abundance. They know that there's never a lack of things in their life, lack of opportunities. So if you're really looking to cultivate some of that, just like don't set your sights small. The King of Pentacles kind of plays big in life. I'm curious what the guidebook says. So keywords, wealth and stability. So if maybe this is something that's going to bring in money for you, or maybe this is wealth in a different area. It could be emotional wealth, spiritual wealth, whatever it is that kind of like really gets your passion going. And knowing that like you can attract this. I mean, the King of Pentacles is such a manifester. They really do attract that success and abundance to them. So, and also like that grounded energy. So how can you think of some practical ways to really cultivate what it is that you're looking for? Let's just pull one more card, because like, why not? Because these cards are so pretty. Oh, we've got our lovely Fool card. So now is the time. I think your life is really craving that new energy, and maybe you already know the idea and you just need to take the leap, or maybe you have no idea what to do next, and you know, the universe is kind of urging you, like, go ahead, like the next chapter is now, like start taking some risks. So that is our message from the Queer Tarot. I am loving this so much. Look at the holographic box. I have some sunlight here. I don't know if that's going to show. Maybe not. But I'm really thinking this is going to be the deck I've been looking for in lieu of the This Might Hurt, just because that deck really never resonated for me. But this one, I'm just loving the artwork and the colors. I really like the guidebook, so really excited to get to know this deck. This is going to be in my this month's May's tarot edit for the month, so you can check it out on Instagram and see me use the deck for the month. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. If this is something on your wish list, if you already have it, if you're not vibing with it, just let me know what you think. Drop it down in the comments below. Give this a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.